Welcome to the SEC Recap Podcast, recapping round 2 of the 2023 SEC Tournament. Hey, whether you're a diehard or just a casual, I've got your recap covered here, so sit back, relax, let's dive into the highlights. First game of round 2, Mississippi State over Florida. Tolu Smith, impressive performance, career-high 28 points, including a clutch shot with just 4.3 seconds left in overtime to lift the Bulldogs over Florida 69-68. Bulldogs will go on to face Alabama, number 1 seed Alabama, in the quarterfinals on Friday. Shaquille Moore, strong first half for State with 12 of his 13 points, while Davis contributed with 9 rebounds, 8 assists. Florida made a late surge, Riley Kugel hitting a three-pointer to pull within 67-64. Ultimately, though, it was just a little short. No timeouts left. State quickly pushes the ball up court. Davis found Smith open for the game-winning basket. Bulldogs call a timeout, set up their defense. Florida had one last shot, but Myrion Jones misses the long three-pointer at the buzzer. Kugel finishes with 14 for Florida, while Jones was held scoreless in the first half, but finished with 11. Reeves finished with 11 points. Florida made a late push. Like I said, it came up just a little short there. State facing number 1 seed Alabama today, Friday, in round 3, the quarterfinals at noon. Next up, Tennessee over Ole Miss. Tennessee starting off their SEC tournament campaign with a 70-55 victory over Ole Miss, securing their spot in the quarterfinals where they will face 4 seed Missouri on Friday. Josiah Jordan-James, the leading scorer for the Vols, 20 points, 7 rebounds. Santiago Vescovi chipping in 15 of his own, recording 6 rebounds. Tennessee made 10 three-pointers, 7 of which came from James and Vescovi. Ole Miss threatened to close the gap in the second half, but Tennessee held onto their lead with an impressive 12-2 run to secure the dub. Tennessee now has won 9 of their last 12 SEC tournament games dating back to 2018. With 3 championship appearances during that span, they are the defending SEC tournament champs. Tennessee wore the Tennessee Classic uniforms and improved to 4-0 while doing so, undefeated in those unis. Moving up today, they will face number 4 seed Mizzou in the quarterfinals, 2 p.m. afternoon game on ESPN. Our first night game, Arkansas over Auburn. Round 2, Arkansas secures the victory 76-73 over Auburn, with Anthony Black leading the way with 19 points. Black finishing with 6 of 10 shooting while making 7 of 9 free throws. Smith contributed 14, Mekhi Mitchell with 12, Jordan Walsh adds 11, and Arkansas avenged that January 7th loss to the Tigers. Razorbacks shot 56% overall, made 17 of 23 from the line, and out-rebounded Auburn 37-19. For Auburn, KD Johnson scored 20 points, 14 of those in the second half. Flanagan with 15, Broom with 13, and Wendell Green Jr. finishing with 11. Arkansas took an early lead and maintained it throughout the first half, leading 37-33. Auburn, though, managed to take a quick lead late in the game, 73-72, with just 41 seconds remaining. But Arkansas quickly responds with a jumper by Nick Smith Jr., and Devontae Davis forced a turnover and added 2 free throws to seal that win. Arkansas moves on to face 2 seed Texas A&M in the quarterfinals Friday night, 6 p.m. Central. Our final game of the evening, Vanderbilt over LSU. Vanderbilt beating LSU 77-68 with Tyron Lawrence leading the way with 22 points. Jordan Wright contributing 15 points, 15 rebounds. Vanderbilt opened up with a 14-point lead in the first half and maintained that lead throughout the game. Ezra Mignon 12-0, pushing their lead to 49-36. With 14 minutes left to play. Vandy is the number 6 seed. They've now won 4 straight games and 9 out of their last 10. They will face number 3 seed Kentucky in the quarterfinals on Friday. Despite matching Vanderbilt in rebounds, LSU just struggled with their shooting, only 33% of their shots. And LSU began the second half with a 7-point run to cut the lead within a point, but Vanderbilt was just able to maintain that lead throughout the rest of the game. Up for the late game in round 3, Vanderbilt 3 seed Kentucky, Friday night, 8 p.m.